Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Happy International Beer Day and happy International IPA Day. I think they fall on the same day this year in America. Um, as far as Australia goes, IPA Day probably shouldn't be till next week. But yeah, let's get into it. I've got an American beer to celebrate, and it's a banger. Heady Topper. And this is the 20-year anniversary edition. So yeah, it's probably a good 6 or 7 months old, I think, this beer, maybe even longer. I've just had it sitting in the fridge for a while. I have had Heady before, but I was like, oh, I'll just pull it out randomly for a special occasion, and then I just never got around to it. And then I thought, oh, well, today's a good day for it. So we're going to drink it out of the can because that's what they recommend. It was one of the original hazy beers. So yeah, it's always had a lot of hype around it. And yeah, the brewery's called The Alchemist, and they're based up in New England. I can't remember what state it is. I'm just looking for it on the can. Yeah, it doesn't actually say. Vermont. Vermont. Yeah, it's got The Alchemist Stowe, Vermont. So yeah, cheers to the chatters. We have Matt. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, that was a really good beer. As far as this year goes, I reckon that's probably one of the best they've done so far. I ordered a heap more beers today. Like I went overboard, but I was desperate to try the new Kicks birthday beers, and I wanted to just get the mix 4-pack, but they didn't have any of the bracket and the one drop collabs. I'm like, fuck, like I don't want to miss out, and I knew they'd be hard to get in Victoria. So I just went fuck it, and I ended up buying the whole. You could still get cases where you got a 4-pack of each beer. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll get that. I also got the new 4 from Future, and I also got a mix from Carwin because they've got the new Ram Jets out and a few other beers. So yeah, I'd hate to know how much I spent. Cheers, Evie. Good to see you. Yeah, a bit late tonight. I'm always late. I set these times, and yeah, it's like I'm mucking around, and 10 minutes passes by, and then I'm like, shit. Cheers, Joey. Good to see you, brother. Yep. Can artwork. I've actually got this and their other beer, Focal Banger, as like my, when you go into my channel page, it's up the top. That's the picture up there. But it's like an old distinguished gentleman tucking into his beer, and then it's got like hop plants. And yeah, it's the 20-year anniversary, so that's on the can as well. And it's just like silver. Apologies for my camera; it's a bit shit tonight for some reason. Cheers, Susie. Long time no see. It's good hanging out earlier. Me, you, Craig, Angie. Who else was there? Someone else. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Bumpy. And then there was other people on earlier before I got there. Yes, I did. I had satay chicken and rice. It was delightful. I had one. I made enough for 3 meals, and the first meal went down too easily. So then I was like, "Fuck it." So I ended up having two. I probably just didn't have as much chicken as I normally did. So Yeah, most of the beer guys spill beer on their laptops, but Joey spills Bud and it gets stuck under the keys. Yeah, bumpy. I might have to look. Tom Seller's like a Sydney-based place. I need like a Sydney or a Brisbane like bottle shop that I can sort of regularly order from. Like I like going direct from the brewery, but like say today, for example, I've got Future and Kicks, so I'm paying two lots of postage. I'd rather buy them both from the same place. And also, when you stock up and make it one big order, you're likely to get a like discount as well. It did work out well at Kicks because it was my first online order through them, and because I bought the whole case, I got free postage plus 10% off because it was first order. So yeah, I got the 16 beers for a lot cheaper than what I'd pay like if I got it smaller. Cool. Suppose I better get into this beer. I'm sure it'll still taste all right. It would have lost a bit of its bite, but so yeah, when they used to promote this beer, I think they still do. They always say drink fresh from the can. So I'm drinking old from the can. Cheers, guys. Oh, still drinking very well. Such a good beer. Yeah, so that's exactly why I sort of need to get on them because I'll be able to get like Bracket, Future, Kicks, all those guys in one place. I'm not sure what Bracket's brought out lately, but yeah, I was going to have a look at them as well. Yeah, it's like here I am whinging about not having any money. I'm just like, oh, fuck it. No, I worked a heap of overtime last week, so this week's pay was pretty decent. And then, yeah, like I know that I've paid a heap of bills and shit, so next week I should be right for a bit. So it's all about that forward planning. Yeah, hopefully everyone's had a decent week. This is a bitter bitch. I'll read what it says on the back, shall I? It says around the rim, drink from the can. So, yeah, they're still advertising that. And then it says, in recognition and celebration of our 20th year, we have crafted this special take on our favourite beer. Everything you love about the original, but tweaked and punched up to a whole new level. This 20th anniversary Heady Topper will be brewed and released quarterly over the next year, so don't worry if you miss it the first time. Oh, yeah, so they brewed it 4 times last year. It seemed only natural that we would make this special variant in honour of this important milestone. A warm thank you to all our customers, staff members, and partners who have helped us along the way. Thank you for a special 20 years, and here's to celebrating our future together. With love, gratitude, and respect, John, Jen, and the entire Alchemist family. The Alchemist Stowe, Vermont. Don't be a dirtbag. Recycle this can. Shout out to Drew from Miscellaneous. He's a dirtbag. Okay, where am I up to? Right here. It was garbage. That's what it was. Yeah, just a bunch of management skiting about how good they are, and like, yeah, I feel like if anything, most companies in the industry are struggling a little bit, but like they tried to make it sound all positive, and yeah, that's all I can really say, I guess. The only thing good about it is it went for shorter than it was meant to, and we got a free feed that was pretty tasty. So yeah, I did like 3.5 hours of work for 8 hours. Well, I wouldn't really call it work. We were just sitting there listening to people bang on. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Hey, dude, good to see you too. And yeah, cheers, Steve. It's one of the greats, probably one of the most hyped beers on the planet. I didn't realise it was slightly different than the OG. I probably should have reviewed it as a separate thing, but nah, fuck it. So I'd never had Heady Topper before. I'd never had Focal Banger, and I'd never had Pliny the Elder. And then when I started the channel a year ago, it just happened to be really good timing. I had a heap of my bucket list beers in the fridge. So yeah, a lot of my first reviews were all like absolute bangers. Yeah, it's just like to describe it, it's very piney, very resinous, like yeah, quite bitter. It's definitely a different beast. Like, yeah, it's one of those beers you're either going to love it or hate it. I feel like you sort of need to have been into beer for a while to appreciate it. And a lot of people say it's overrated, but they don't realize that it's sort of like saying the Beatles are overrated. Like, in its time, it was like a pioneer and changed the shape of the whole industry. And that's like, yeah, people compare it to stuff they've had these days, and it's like, well, these days they've had fucking 30 years of experimentation to make shit better, and it's the same like with music and stuff. Yeah, for sure. See, a lot of people compare the two. I preferred Heady just because it's more West Coast leaning. They're both awesome beers, though. But if people are into more of a hazy, juicy, they probably prefer Focal Banger. But it's cool when you combine the two and call it Heady Banger. Yeah, Cypher's a brewery to look out for. They're good. Good God. Sounds like someone's drag racing out the front. Yeah, that was a great beer, that instructions unclear. I had it at the brewery fresh as fuck, and then I had the can when I got home. Yeah, for sure. You appreciate a good West Coast, though, dude. There's a lot of people out there that don't because they got into beer later. A lot of these young, hazy boys, they don't know what other styles are. Cool. Jeez, that's good. Yep. Yeah. After a while, a lot of hazies just start tasting the same. I just get severe palate fatigue from them. And I don't know, I just like going back to classic styles every now and then. See, I've even enjoyed some fruit sours lately, and I never really used to get into them. I think they've got to be real good quality, though, for me to appreciate them. There's this sort of like hazies, there's a lot of shit ones out there on the market. It's nothing worse when you go to a brewery and they're like, oh, yeah, try our New England IPA, and it's just like such a terrible take on the style. So we got a few in the house tonight. Feel free to hit the old thumbs up. Streams have been going good lately. It's cool. It's almost like I've found a good time to sort of go live, because that was always a battle for me being Australian and having a lot of sort of US and UK people watch. It's like trying to find that balance. But yeah, obviously it makes it hard too because I work different times, so I can't sort of consistently go the same time every time. Cheers, Evie. I'm still deciding whether I go to Melbourne tomorrow or not. There's a particular bar there in the Fitzroy area that's got a USA brewery. Oh, you might have heard of them, Bill. They're from Northern California. They're called Salamaker. Apparently, this bar's got a shipment of kegs from them, and they've got really good ratings. So I'm like, ooh, I might go down for the day and just have a little sesh. Yeah, I'd love to try his stuff. He really wants me to try it, but he just doesn't want to risk trying to get it to Australia, which is fair enough. But yeah, this bad boy, especially drinking it out of the can, it just leaves this like huge aftertaste just sitting at the back of the palate. I'll pour a little bit into the glass just so you can sort of get an idea of what it looks like. See, it's actually not that hazy. So it's West Coast leaning. It does look a little sort of orange, but it's not as hazy as you'd sort of expect. Like you can nearly see through that. So yeah, they've got good ratings. Like I had a quick look on Untapped, and a lot of their beers are like 4.3, and I'm like, fuck, they must be good. Apparently, they're known for their IPAs. They must be right up the top of California somewhere. So they're probably like closer to Beer Man than you. California's a fucking big state. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to try their stuff. I'm pretty sure they're in Marrickville, aren't they? I reckon when I went to Marrickville and walked around and did all the breweries there, I reckon I walked past there, but because I'd never heard of them before and I was running out of time, I just kept walking. Yeah, this is one of my favourites, Evie. I love the dude on there. Scully. I call him Scully, and he's got the snapback or like the hat on. That'll be me in about 40 years, I reckon. Cheers, Ryan. Yeah, Vermont. Good old alchemist. So yeah, the only two beers I've tried from him is Heady Topper and Focal Banger. Um, I'd love to try more. Apparently, a lot of their stuff you sort of have to go to the brewery to try. Yeah. Oh, did you have a look at their stuff, dude? Yeah, I don't know much about them, but apparently they do like barley wines and stuff as well. So they've got a. It said something about a collaboration with Horace. Horace is a really good dark beer brewery from Cali somewhere. So yeah, that'll be. I don't think they had that on keg though. I think that was going to be in a can or a bottle. They just said that they had a heap of their. They had a heap of US pallets come in, and yeah, Cellar Makers was one of the main ones, and apparently they haven't really been in Australia before, so they're pretty excited. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you're out in the, it's funny. Like when I'm out and about, it doesn't matter what beer I'm having, even if it's just I'm there just drinking and like more socializing and not caring about what beer I drink. It's like I'm so used to pouring it into a glass. I'll still do that even if like I'm at a barbecue or something. It's like, what am I doing? I should be just drinking out of the can. Cheers, Craig. It's good hanging out earlier, brother. I haven't had a beer since until right now. Just chewing on this bad boy. It's been sitting in the fridge for ages. I was like, I've got to drink it. Perfect day. Happy International Beer Day and IPA Day. I'm pretty sure in the past, IPA Day is always on the first Thursday in August. And then I reckon the Friday is normally International Beer Day. But yeah, it's a bit confusing this year. I think it works out in the US, so it's on the same day. Yeah, I don't know how it works, but yeah, for sure. But yeah, drinking out of the can. I just poured a little bit in the glass just to sort of show people. Slightly, yes. It was good though. You were very relaxed and quite comical. It was funny too because yeah, I've come home from work like obviously sober, and it was like I was yeah drinking pretty quick. It was like I was playing catch up. Oh yeah, Craig's probably familiar with them then. Powder Monkey, Craig. Have you heard of them? There was definitely a brewery with a funny name like that I walked past in Marrickville. It looked like a pretty flash brewery too, but I just didn't know anything about them, and it was getting late. I'm still on this one, dude. Oh, what do you mean? Is in what am I tasting from cellar makers? I'm not sure. Just whatever they have at the bar. I think they were mainly going to be IPA kegs. They haven't actually brought a tap list out yet. Yeah. I don't know what's going on out in the street tonight. There sounds like there's a heap of vehicles going past that have breakdown, like that are having issues and sound like they're going to break down. I'll go outside and there's probably a big like crack in the road or something. Oh, okay. So yeah, what am I getting? Yeah, it's like really piney and resinous. It's like, yeah, pretty high in IBU as well. Definitely grapefruit. Grapefruit and apricot. Maybe a little bit of like orange or tangerine. But I feel like it's more, yeah, like this beer definitely leans more to like piney and grassy. It's just got that sort of citrus and stone fruit in the background. As far as malt goes, it's probably a bit of a mixture of like caramel, bread, and biscuit. It's got a bit of everything. But yeah, I feel like the main note that's slapping you in the face is definitely pine, like real like spruce tippy, like sort of a woody note. I sometimes describe when it comes to West Coast as like it's almost like there's a dry pine and a wet pine. This one comes across as more like dry, like you're going through the forest in the summertime sort of thing. And then other times you'll get that real like damp, dank, like forest floor, like it's wet forest. Yeah. Swinging that sock around. Fuck, that was funny. Yeah, so I got home from work, Bill, and like normally when I get home from work, like if I'm doing morning shift, the UK guys have already gone to bed, and there'll just be a few of the USA guys around for a couple of hours. But I was walking home from work and I seen Craig was live, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's weird that he's live at this time." And I'm like, "Oh, if you give me 15 minutes, I'll have a beer with you." And I jumped on, and then he was still going for hours after that. So I don't know. I think it was about 7 in the morning when he went to bed. You're probably still half pissed. Yeah, get on it. Do another stream. Someone come to Melbourne and come get on the piss with me tomorrow. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll put it in my phone now so I don't forget. I won't be buying anything though, not after today. Bank balance. I can't wait till next week though when all the deliveries come in. At least I'm not going to be short of a beer. Well, what area of Sydney are they based in, dude? Like, is it a place you can actually go into as well, or is it just like a online? Yeah, they've got that same thing too. Buy six, get 20% off. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Yeah, see, I'll see all this stuff that I've got, and I'll be like, "Oh, fuck it! I could have saved some cash." Ah, cool, dude. It's in my phone now. Yeah, what's in the sock, Craig? It's full and it's wet. etc., etc. Yeah, it's a shame the way it's going. Hey, dude. That's what I keep saying. For my lifestyle, like I like to work hard and then reward myself with like good beers. And it's going down that path in Australia where I'm better for my lifestyle. I'm better off to go live somewhere else because getting fucked over so bad with tax with wages, and then you're paying even like fucking way more every time you buy an alcohol. So it's like you're just wasting so much money. I know every other country gets fucked over with taxes with wages, but they certainly don't get screwed like we do with alcohol. Like I couldn't give a fuck about free healthcare and all that shit. Like it doesn't worry me. Like I don't give a fuck. So yeah, who was on the? Was there a few of yous on there sort of earlier in the stream? Because yeah, I would have been in that seminar and had no idea who was there first. Yeah. Do you prefer carbo or nitro beers? Nitro's awesome when it's done well, but yeah, I just haven't had enough to sort of rave about them. Like I've had the occasional like nitro stout and it's been really good, but yeah, just there's been a lot of sort of nitro beers I've had and they've sort of been a bit of a miss. The rich side. Rich side's what like is it eastern suburbs? Like sort of southeast of the city. Yeah, exactly. And it's only going to get worse. It's just such a fucking joke that yeah, like it. I just can't believe a case of like VB and that these days is like fucking $60. And that's what just winds me up when Americans whinge about their beer prices. It's like you've got no fucking idea how good you've got it. You can get a whole case of like equivalent beer for about a quarter of the price and you're whinging. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah. I think Drewy was on there just before I jumped on. Yeah, exactly. I just feel like I need a change as well. Or see, I'd love to live closer to a city, but and like that's the thing. I absolutely love Melbourne as a city and like the entertainment there and the beer and the food there and like the even like the graffiti culture and that. Like I fucking love Melbourne, but I just hate the government and the way the country's going. And it's like, yeah, like I've always wanted to live in the suburbs of Melbourne just for a couple of years to experience it. And like I'd do the same, like if I could afford it in Melbourne, Sydney, even like Brisbane. I just want to change. I don't want to live where I do anymore. But yeah, then I'm like, well, I'm I'm fucking single. I don't like the way we're going financially and all the decisions the government's making. It's like I could nearly just, yeah, go to Thailand or Vietnam or somewhere and live there for like a year or so. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've never got into smoking, thankfully. I had too many like family members when I was a kid having like troubles with throat cancer and yeah, sickness through smokes and just always hated the smell, so never got into it. That is a great call. Another one you could say is Melbourne is my favourite Indian city. Welcome to Great Southern China. Fuck yeah. See, Aussies need to lighten up and fucking say more shit like that and not give a fuck if people like it's not being racist. It's like the city is getting ruined. It's not. It's just too crowded and like the crime there. They've got every right to complain about certain groups if the crime is constantly from those groups. But in Western culture, it's like we're taught to, yeah, like forgive everyone and take everyone in and just be like, oh, she'll be right, mate. And we just like let everyone just fuck us over. I think we need to start being more strict. Call it out as it is. Yeah. It's like as soon as you say something, you're considered a racist. It's almost like always if that's the worst, someone calling you a racist, it's like fuck it, just say what you think. But then yeah, it'll go down that path where if you start saying stuff, yeah, you'll get done for like hate crime and end up in jail. That's just how fucked the country is. Yeah. It's like when I went to Fiji. It was the first time I went overseas. On the islands, it's all the like traditional Fijians and yeah, really relaxed vibe and that. But on the mainland, it was like being in India. Like that, there was hardly any Fijians to be seen. They're all Indians and like yeah, trying to like fuck you over financially, selling you something dodgy, constantly harassing you. Cheers, Juzzy. Good to see you, bro. When are you doing the backpack thing, dude? I'm guessing you're probably putting in the order and getting delivered soon. Oh my god. When these fuckwits commit these crimes, they need to just fuck them off. Ah, you've come from a war-torn country. And you go and yeah, hold up a young family and take all their possessions in the middle of the night. Oh, we'll just let you out so you can do it again. And then they do it about 30 times and get away with it. It's like, fuck them off. Send the cunts home. Yeah, it's pretty much every Commonwealth country, Joey. You just got to bend over and take it. See, at least America still has its freedoms. Yeah, that's what just irritates me. Like Melbourne is such a fucking awesome city, but it's like just getting ruined. But yeah, We could go on about this shit forever, and it's good that we all think the same too. Yeah, I'm raising dollars, baby. I'm going on a holiday. That'd be the equivalent of me doing some charity work, like raising money for like the Royal Children's Hospital or something, and then spending it all on craft beer. Juzzy really doesn't even work with homeless. It's all just AI footage. He just makes it at home on his computer. He's really visiting travel agents and organising travel plans. Oh God, it's quite comical. Woo! AI create some fake dollar bills so Sammy can get to London to watch the Vikings beat the Browns. It's only like a couple of months away, isn't it? One of my mates I hadn't seen for ages, Joey's a huge NFL fan, loves the Lions. Like, there's not many of us huge NFL fans where I live. So it's always good when I see someone that's into it as much as I am. And anyway, I ran into him today and he's like, "Oh, season's starting soon. I'm getting excited." Yeah, that's the thing. If I go to the UK, I probably won't even spend that much time in London. I'll just go there for like a few things and then I'll be like, fuck this, I'm going to other places. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm guessing it would have been like Fat TV and those sort of guys. Yeah, exactly. And just the hustle and bustle and that of it, it doesn't really interest me. I'd rather go like, yeah, I don't know, the north sort of appeals to me more. Manchester and Liverpool and those sort of places. Yes. The only shit thing about if I go to the city tomorrow is I'm going to have to get up early again. I've been up early every fucking day this week. Did they roll out the red carpet for you, Juzzy? Ladies and gentlemen, now appearing the short straw. Cool. Are you going to tailgate? That'd be awesome, tailgating and getting like absolutely like fucked up. at a fucking training thing. I can't remember what I scored Heady Topper when I had it originally, but it would have been pretty high. Like it was probably like 4.7 or something like that. I'd still stand by that score. It's a great beer. I'm going to have a guess that wherever, actually, you have to tell me what type of restaurant it was first, Juz. And then I'm going to guess what you had. I reckon I know you fairly well to have a rough guess as to what you would have had if I know what type of restaurant it is. Because we've met once in real life. Nah, just from like footage of some of his videos and that, I just sort of know roughly what he goes for. You're probably right. McDonald's. Shit. As I said before, if you feel the need, hit the old thumbs up. I won't be like Simon from Real Ale Craft Beer and keep fucking saying it over and over again. That's all the stream's about. Fuck, that used to wind me up. You'd chime in to watch his stuff, and the whole show would just be like, okay, guys, we're up to 50. We're on 50 likes. Can we get it up to 60? Let's do it. 60. And that's all the show would be. It's like, this is fucking ridiculous. That's when you've just lost essence of like what YouTube's really about. It's like, it just comes down to like, you're just there to make money pretty much. Yeah. See, I'm in all honesty, those of you that know TJ, I'm worried he's starting to go down that path a bit. I've seen a couple of his streams lately where he's sort of sitting there looking at his phone and then he'll just look up at the camera and go, oh, okay, guys, we're on 50 likes. Let's get it up to 60. It's like, come on, TJ. We need more from you, buddy. Don't make it just about that. Yeah, for sure. You've got to enjoy what you're doing on there. You can definitely tell when people are on there just trying to get somewhere like with like clout or financial gain or whatever. I think that's what's good about the beer community. You're not really going to get anywhere financially, so you're more just there for like, yeah, meeting people and shit. Yeah, fucking oath. But that's the thing with Simon. I don't even think he's knowledgeable about beer. I think his knowledge is pretty shit. Like, there's been a lot of times where I used to watch his stuff and I'd call him out on stuff. I'm like, you claim to be this great beer reviewer, but you don't even know like basics about certain things. It used to always wind me up how he'd whinge about craft beer not being what it was, but he was like drinking shit like supermarket stuff. I'm like, you need to get out and go to the breweries and drink real craft beer. You're drinking all the shit. He only ever drinks decent stuff if people buy it for him. He's like a real tight ass. A guy in a rabbit suit. I remember back in the day, there was a guy, I don't know if he still does it, but there was a guy in the UK and he was always wearing a balaclava. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Or as they call him in America, a ski mask. Yeah, like he'd do his beer reviews and he'd always have his face covered up. It's like you, like he was an alcoholic and trying to hide it or some shit. It's real weird. Cheers, Lee. Good to see you again. How's the set coming along? Yeah. Don't you like swearing, Evie? I'll let out the occasional profanity. I wish that can still had some juice remaining in it. Unfortunately, it's empty. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. When you get passionate about something, can be negative or positive too. Like sometimes, sometimes I'll taste a product and I'll be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And then, or like, yeah, say for example, before ranting about the excessive immigration, it's like, oh, I'm fucking sick of this fucking bullshit. Yeah, like, can't help it. Yeah. So they were sort of, I don't know, some of the shit was just you didn't really agree with what they were saying. Yeah. Yeah, see what I don't know, just doing this stuff, especially like if I've had a shit day at work. It's like just a way to sort of, I don't know, like unwind. Just having a cheeky beer and yeah, talking shit with people. Like I love it. Like it's cool. And like, yeah, as I said, like if all of a sudden I don't know, like I got some sort of health issue and I wasn't allowed to drink anymore, I'd still come on here and just drink coffee and talk shit. Like the end of the day, the beer is awesome and I love it. Like it's a hobby and I enjoy it. But like, yeah, it's not the be all and end all. Like I love just talking shit with people. Yeah. Yeah, it's like good. I feel like it's good even just for like mental health and that sort of stuff. Like I'm one of those people I never really get. I don't know. I've never really had any mental health issues or got depression or anything like that. But I think I've always worn my heart on my sleeve, and when I've felt down, I've always as in if I've had an issue that would make you feel down, I've always talked about it. And yeah, like I like to vent as well. I'll get angry about stuff and just fucking let it out, and then yeah, feel better. But like, yeah, coming on here and because I live alone, like coming on here, it's like just going to the pub and chatting with your mates. Like it's good because I live in a shitty country town. I don't have sort of a place where I can just go hang out and chat to random people and stuff like on a weeknight. So yeah, it's good for the old psyche. Hello, Shane. Good to see you, brother. It is morning here and in Canada, but a different day. It's currently 12:52 a.m. Saturday morning. I just had this bad boy from the can. Very, very nice. It's the second time I've had it. It was just sitting in the fridge for the last few months. I was like, I need to pull it out and drink it. Hope you're well, dude. Sensei. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, that's always been my thing. If like shit's gone wrong in my life, it's like I'll either talk about it and just let it out, or I'll just like get this build up like anger and frustration. Cheers, Evie. You've been a good friend. You've been in the chat all the time. Like it's been good. I don't know how long you've been subscribed for, but I reckon ever since you subscribe, you're practically here nearly every time. So, and that's what's good about consistency. Like going live at a similar time, people sort of start to yeah, like they'll like you'll be sitting at home eating your dinner and you'll be like, oh, wonder what's on YouTube tonight. Oh, Sammy might be live. Oh, yeah, that's what's good if you sort of got a bit of consistency. Yeah, fucking oath. I knew you'd had it before. You've been to the brewery, haven't you? I reckon I remember you saying you went to the brewery and you were blown away. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of guys bottle it up. I think another thing that's helped me too, like a lot of my mates that have battled with depression and stuff, I honestly feel like there's a relationship there with like hard drugs. Like a lot of the ones that have experienced these ultimate highs and lows getting into hard drugs when they were younger, it's caught up with them later in life. And I never went down that path. Like I honestly feel like that helped me. But yeah, I've always been like obviously a very outgoing person and talk about anything that's going on, whether it be positive or negative, and like everyone sort of knows about it. The old heart on the sleeve. Yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. Like even just like the artwork on the walls, and yeah, it looks like it's got a pretty cool like beer garden and like open area. And it'd be awesome in the summertime. Yeah, exactly. Cheers, Phil. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, quite often, mate, you seem to chime in right towards the end. I'm possibly at this stage. I was just going to do this stream, but I could maybe do one more because I feel like another beer. I'm considering going to the city tomorrow. That's the only thing. It's getting a bit late. Yeah, for sure. It's important to be a good listener as well. So that one, that I've always been that type of person that people come to for advice, like whether it be, I think I've just got that quality where I can sort of talk about a lot of different issues and like, yeah, people tend to come to me for it's almost like a support or yeah, just someone they can vent to or someone they can ask about particular things. And so I feel like I can listen as well as I can sort of talk shit. So it's at least one good quality I have. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes in the workplace I can sort of say it how it is and yeah, get in trouble. These days you got to be real cautious. You can't just if someone's real lazy and has days off all the time and makes you have to work harder and that you can't just come out and say it like you could back in the day. It's like you got to sort of I don't know walk on eggshells. I hate the way it is today. Like 20, 30 years ago, I would have made a real good sort of type of person to work in like a management role, but these days it's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Yeah, true that. Cheers, Shane. Thanks for chiming in, bro. Yeah, good luck with the all by myself stuff. Yeah, it's the sort of thing I reckon if I had like a decent sort of camera and shit, I would give it a crack, but I just don't have any of that stuff. Like I'm still running with a camera that's built into my laptop, dude. And I don't want to be one of those people that records shit on a phone and it's just real shit quality. But yeah, if I ever have access to something, I'll definitely be keen. I've got a nearby forest and like coastline, so I've definitely got this like the surroundings near where I live to be able to do stuff. Plus, you guys would love it because it'd be a bit of Australia. So yeah, I'll get into it at one stage. It's such a cool concept how you do it. The real deal. London Pride Ale. Good old. That's Fuller's, isn't it? Yeah, I want to try those sort of old English styles again. Yeah, fucking oath. Oh, such a good beer, dude. See, I shared one with Adam when he come out here because I knew he loved that style. As soon as I sipped it, I was just like, yes. It's sort of like it's got huge West Coast vibes, but then you just get this huge like toffee. It's like so good. Yeah, that's a good call. The work that I think the hardest thing too, if you worked at a bar, you're always going to have those people that come in that annoy the fuck out of you, and it's like you're not get you can't just sort of fuck them off. You sort of got to put up with it. You sort of trapped, like you're stuck at the bar, and if they come in, It's like you can't really do anything about it. That's where it'd be tough if you're like a female and like a guy sort of, I don't know, like a guy is attracted to you or interested in you or whatever and comes into the bar all the time. It's like you wouldn't be able to get, the only way you could get rid of them is obviously if they were too drunk or they were like inappropriate. But if they've come in and they're just sort of being nice and a little bit flirty and that, you can't really get rid of them. No, that's for amateurs. Yeah, cool, dude. Yeah, that'd be awesome. It'd be so cool trying those bloody Clarkson beers. What's the brewery called again? Is it Hawkstone or something? The Don. Yeah, a couple of the boys have tried it and reckon it's pretty good. Yeah, I had a mate yesterday or the day before asking me about English beers and what he thinks he should try. Because, yeah, he's like, he hasn't really tried much stuff from the UK. And one of his mates is from there and was visiting home and going back to Australia. So I just sort of mentioned a few breweries for him to try. He's like, what beers specifically? I'm like, well, I can't really name the beers. It's like, because, yeah, you just get whatever's sort of fresh, unless you're just chasing core range beers, but you want the good shit. But yeah, what I've tasted from the UK, like their good quality stuff, and ours is like pretty much on par. And same with America. There's just particular styles I feel they do better than us, or we do better than them. I feel like a lot of your big stouts and that America's still ahead of us. But yeah, when it comes to like IPAs and that, I feel like everyone's on a similar level. I can still just feel Heady Topper just sitting there, the back of the pallet, saying, I'm a piney resinous boy. Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple like down my way that they reckon there's one in particular that's on an old highway and it's like a little country town that's down by a creek. It's an old like bluestone pub. And yeah, I've been in there and it's I don't know, it's just got that real eerie feel to it. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably fairly basic, but yeah, just worth a try. And I think too, just because there's like a celebrity involved and that, like, just makes people sort of interested. Oh God! There's a big yawn for Sammy boy. That might be a sign. So yeah, as I was saying, considering going to the city tomorrow, there's a craft beer bar slash bottle shop. It's in like the Fitzroy area, and it's ran by a guy that like distributes as well. And he's got in like a couple of pallets of like US stuff. And yeah, there's this one brewery called Cellar Maker, and I'd never really heard of them. They're from Northern California. And yeah, I looked up sort of on Untapped. They do mainly IPAs, but they've got like stouts and barley wines and shit as well. But most of their beers had really good ratings. And he's going to have kegs. So he's going to have, I think every beer on tap tomorrow will be one of theirs. But then there's going to be like cans and that in the fridge as well. I just thought, I feel like it's too good of a, I don't know, an event or an opportunity to sort of miss out on because I don't have any plans tomorrow. So it's like, fuck it. I should just go. So get on the train tomorrow morning at about 8 a.m. And then, yeah, I don't think this place opens till 2 in the arvo, so I'm going to be waiting around for a while. But I'm sure I'll find something to do. I might go for breakfast at a cafe somewhere, and then yeah, I'll be there till probably 6 o'clock or so, and then come back home. It's a long way to go just for some beers, but I always end up having fun and go to a few places while I'm there, and it's like just one of those things I enjoy doing. Just the travel's a pain in the ass. But I might wrap it up there, guys. Yeah, it's after 1 o'clock in the morning, so if I am going to go to the city, it's probably best I get some decent shut eye. But yeah, it's been another good stream. Heaps of people about from all different areas of the globe. Um, yeah, even if I go to Melbourne tomorrow, I might even take my laptop with me, and if I can do a stream from the venue, I'll do one. Just sitting at the table with the laptop and a couple of beers. But yeah, if not, I'll yeah, as long as I get home tomorrow night at a decent time, I might even do a stream once I get home. Do some more beer reviews. So you will see me tomorrow at some stage. So yeah, thanks for chiming in, and yeah, have a good weekend if we don't see you. Cheers.